Hey, welcome to our Tarkatan Bitesized episodes. We're actually making a change to how we do them. Instead of posting multiple videos on individual topics throughout the week, we've decided to make them weekly and cover multiple topics at once instead.
So this week we have a few different topics to discuss. Now that Ultimate's been out, let's talk about that a little bit. And there's also been a new McFarlane Toys showcased. Also, Mortal Kombat movie seems to be moving to HBO Max. And there is the new Mortal Kombat character has been released that's going to be on the upcoming movie. And then we got a little throwback release from Kerri Hoskins, the original Sonya. So, Yani, do you want to talk about Ultimate?
Yeah, so, have you had a chance to play it yet?
You know
I had to
very well that I have not played Ultimate.
But I thought you couldn't wait to play Rambo.
You know, I've actually heard some good stuff about Rambo's plays in this game, but that's not who I'm going to play with. I'm going to be trying Melina, but I have it, and I also have the movie skin packs on my computer, and I haven't touched it. So it's coming for me, but why don't you tell me, what are your impressions of the game, of the release?
So Mortal Kombat 11 is now known as Mortal Kombat Reign to me. I have pretty much almost solely played Reign since it released.
I expected that out of you, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's just videos after video after video. It's just playing him. I'm even playing Combat League, man. Like I don't even care. I'm just playing Reign. That's it. You know, I grinded everything. I literally had all of his gear in the first day. Yeah, everything. Brutalities, gear, skins, everything in the first day. But I did give Melina a go. She's really fun. I think that Melina fans are going to be quite happy. I know there was a bit of pushback with a few to her style of play, which tends to happen a lot when a new character is released. And I mean, I've seen that with Reign.
How?
Well, so they were saying that she was unsafe and this and that. And I mean, they're saying the same stuff about Reign, but really, based on my experience, Melina is quite strong. And Reign is too, although I would say that Reign is Fujin level in terms of technical play. Rambo is Rambo. I only did his trial tower because it was up there. I'm not interested at all. But, you know, he seemed to play all right. The movie skins, though, oof.
Oh, to be honest, I've just watched videos of the movie skin interactions because I haven't had time to play, but, you know, I got time to watch and contribute to other YouTubers who post clickbait stuff like that. But
Christopher Lambert is just amazing. Like, wow, that is the skin for Raiden now. And I already loved Raiden in 11, you know, but this just changed things completely.
Sonya does it for me. I mean,
that too, yeah.
Okay, so wait, going back, you said Reign is much more technical now, like Fujin level. I'm curious, and does Melina play the same way, like a bit more technical than the other characters?
I wouldn't say that she's more technical. If anything, she seems to be like not even cookie cutter, but she seems to be the same as the rest of the roster in terms of her style of play. But I've not gotten too in depth with her, so maybe what I'm saying is completely wrong. But based on what I have played with her, I mean, I was pulling off 40% combos, no problem, with crushing blows. But she seemed fine.
The reason I asked is because when Fujin was released, I was thinking this might be the new way of making the characters with combat packs. So, you know, maybe even with Combat Pack 3, if that does get released, we might see more characters along that same line that have a new way of playing them. Well,
I mean, that sort of works with Reign. So Reign, as you said, seems to fit with that line of thought that you know, Fujin is the way they'll make characters, and then there could just be that one character in every combat pack or something. You know what I mean? I definitely see what you're saying. I think it's more just that NRS are like, oh, you know what? Yanis is going to like this character, so let's make him extremely technical so he can't even play his own characters. But no, like, I do think that there's going to be that one character or something every so often, but Reign is almost at Fujin level, a bit less. Fujin is, in my opinion, the most difficult character to play in the game, if you're going to play him to the full extent of his character. But Reign is just very timing based, and with latency, it's not exactly fun to have to deal with that, you know? But at the same time, I'm still having so much fun playing him. I'm very happy he's out. And the fact that the Kustom Variations are finally here for competitive has changed everything for me.
Oh, tell me about that. I mean, we just discussed it on the last Tarkatan Bitesized episode where we talked about the features that would be in Mortal Kombat 11. So how are you finding the custom and variations? What are your thoughts on it?
Well, the important parts, I think, from the gameplay discussion that we had were, as we just said, custom variations and pokes. Custom variations are amazing. I can finally play characters the way I want them to in all situations, right? Like before, I was only using custom variations really for Towers of Time because I wouldn't want to get used to playing a non-tournament variation in casuals if I was going to go into competitive and then get destroyed. You know, like there was no point in learning this and then messing over my own muscle memory. But now I can play whichever variations I like. I can play Rain with Lightning, although that really should have been a core move. I can play Rain with Weather Ball, you know, anything like that. I can play them exactly the way I want. And you can see now with Fujin, for example, people are finding uses for Pressure Bomb, for Turbulence, you know, all those moves that we've never had a chance to actually see. So this has really changed it up. It's actually fun going into Combat League. I say that very lightly. It's a lot more fun to go casual, but it's actually fun going in and actually going up against somebody who's using a custom variation. People are saying, oh, I don't know how to deal with this. Too bad, you'll learn, you know, that's just how the game is. But it's actually interesting to see people using different variations.
So with online play, are you seeing a lot more of these variations being played? Like, are you kind of getting new loadouts when you're playing against people online?
Yes, except when I'm against Scorpions and Sub-Zeros. They literally just follow the tournament mode. It's like they don't realize that there's custom, or it's just that they realize like, hey, you know, there's latency. I'm going to play this and just go from across the screen, just throw spear, teleport, you know, and just get uppercutted when they get blocked. It's just so stupid.
Let me ask you this. You're part of Fight Klub's beta. Have you been playing any custom variations on that?
I've not been able to. It seems, I think I mentioned this on a previous episode, but PlayStation Network and specifically Mortal Kombat seem to have messed with the servers. So I am not able to play with people in Europe or America anymore.
Oh, so that's PlayStation based and not not Fight Klub based.
No, not Fight Klub. Sorry, it's actually more Mortal Kombat, not PlayStation. Sorry, it's NRS as far as I can tell, because I can play literally any other game. With any friends anywhere. Like, yes, there's a problem. PlayStation side has made it so that there's a bit more latency between people in different regions, but NRS have specifically put me on a server where I cannot actually play with people in the EU or America.
And there's no way to switch to a different server without a VPN or something like that.
Pretty much, which I don't want to risk, you know?
Yeah, and speaking of VPNs, today's sponsor is Express. I'm just kidding. We don't have sponsors here.
But yeah, so I haven't had a chance for Fight Klub, but you know, the reception to Fight Klub, our episode with the MKO and Fight Klub was pretty good, I'd say. And if you guys haven't checked it out, definitely have a listen and maybe sign up. I think you'll have a lot of fun. It's definitely, in my opinion, going to change the way we play fighting games, and I believe that if people really get into it, you'll see how much fun it is and how educational it actually is as well.
That's so cool. I can't wait for them to expand that.
Yeah,
because it's like everything that I've seen on it is amazing.
That first-hand experience I had with it was just so good. I honestly I had my mind blown just playing it and like seeing how it analyzed things and the information I got in response. You know, it was crazy. Like I know it's 2020, we're going into 2021, and this should be something that, you know, I'm expecting, but it's still amazing that these guys thought it up and actually brought it into being before, say, an actual fighting game company, you know?
Oh, yeah. I honestly expect it to be in future Mortal Kombat games, like out of the box.
Yeah, I really think it should be, and I really hope it is.
Well, let's leave a description in the links. So if you're interested in Fight Klub, or if you're interested in listening to our older episodes, we'll leave links in the description for that, so you guys can hear a little bit more about it. So besides Mortal Kombat 11, also, did you see that the McFarlane action figures, the Shao Kahn and the Liu Kang that we had discussed earlier, had been released?
Yeah, Liu Kang is looking a bit...
Yes. Oh, it's so bad.
And then Shao looks okay.
Yeah.
This happens every time.
Also, they have released that there is a new character coming out for McFarlane Toys.
Ooh, who's that?
Noob Saibot.
Oh, I saw that. Yes.
He looks good.
He looks really good.
We've kind of bashed this toy line previously on our other past episodes, but Noob Saibot looks really good out of everybody that they've released and have planned for release. I think he is the best looking character that they have on their toy line.
Totally agree. Although to be fair, I don't think we bash the toy line. I think that they don't give us a choice in bashing specific figures, because one figure every time we do an episode on the toys, one of the toys looks amazing and then the other toy looks really bad. And that trend continues with Shao Kahn and Liu Kang, and then now we have Noob Saibot to sort of level the playing field or even take it further.
I don't know. Is there a second character getting released with Noob?
I haven't seen one. No. I haven't seen anyone like that. I was thinking I'd seen some figures of Raiden and Scorpion coming in a box together, but I don't think that's McFarlane Toys actually.
So I think it is, but they are basically reprints of previous ones.
Okay. All right. I couldn't be sure. I just saw it very quickly.
Yeah. It's a Scorpion and Raiden multi-pack, but it basically comes with like a red and blue variation of Raiden and a black gi with yellow accents version of Scorpion.
Oh no, I think it was the blue one. I remember because I really liked that's actually my favorite Scorpion outfit in MK11. It's dark blue with gold, if it's the one I'm thinking.
Oh yeah. I could see it being dark blue rather than black. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's a beautiful skin.
The Raiden, I call it the American Raiden. Because that's America's Raiden. Let's make Mortal Kombat great again. But yeah, going back to Noob Saibot, I mean, all of his photos for it, I mean, even his face, it looks like they use like a different paint on it, and it just has a different texture than the rest of him. It looks cool. He's got his painted in white eyes. He's got his sickle weapon, and even his clothing and stuff has like a tattered look to it.
Nice.
So yeah, the design team for that particular figure went all out. So I'm excited.
Is that a picture of an actual figure, or is that the design though?
Yeah, that's the actual figure.
Okay, just making sure. I couldn't remember. So it could be that, hey, this looks great, and then it comes out and just like.
Well, so the thing is, they did shoot this one better. We mentioned on previous ones where they would like light it to be presented, and then they would cut it out and put it on a white background, and it looked really strange. This one, they actually shot it as like a Mortal Kombat scene. They got a great photographer to come in. So, it could come out and it could look absolutely horrible, and this was just a great photographer. But I don't think that's the case. I think this is a good figure from McFarlane Toy Lines. So I'm excited to see this.
Yeah, I'd probably get that if that was available near me.
Yeah. All right, so we got major movie news this past week. Major movie news.
Two bits of it.
Yeah. I mean, do you have HBO Max over there?
No.
I have it, and I have to say it's probably my favorite streaming service that I have, because I got pretty much all of them, not by choice, but because I guess my wife wants to watch TV. And yeah, HBO Max is the one that I use the most, because it just has an interesting selection on there. There's a lot of different things, and then they got a lot of original series and stuff like that. But Warner Brothers has just come out and given HBO Max this huge boost, which changes the entertainment industry in a big way. So I'm sure you've heard in the news by now. A lot of our listeners probably already have. Warner Brothers is going to be simultaneously releasing movies on HBO Max and in the movie theaters on the same day. So that means if you're subscribed to HBO Max on December 25th, when Wonder Woman 84 comes out, you can just sit in your house and turn it on, or you can go down to the movie theater and you can watch it in a movie theater. And I mean, this is Warner Brothers' entire future release catalog. So this is a big deal. And Warner Brothers also went through and did a little highlight reel and showed every movie that's going to be coming out on HBO Max. And when they did this, Mortal Kombat with its brand new flashy logo popped up there. So
that is a nice logo.
Oh, it is. I love it. I really do.
I was not happy with the last one, but this one is gorgeous.
Some people like the last one. They said it was original and gave it like a more modern look to it. But, I don't want a modern look. I want Mortal Kombat to be mystical and like badass. And I think this was a good
balance.
Yeah, and I think this was like a remake of Mortal Kombat 9's logo in a way.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Yes.
And I was a big fan of Mortal Kombat 9's logo, but I think they did it right with the movie.
See, the problem with the old logo was it changed too much. And now if you look at Mortal Kombat's logos over the years, we've had so many different games. And yes, the logos have all been different, but they've all had the same sort of base design. To change that base design is to literally change the actual logo itself. And we don't want that. Make it, you can modernize it, sure, but at least keep the base design. And that's what I feel that they've done with this new logo in a way.
Mm-hmm. Like even Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which had like an actual scaly dragon underneath the dragon logo, it still kept that base design.
Yeah, the logo was probably the best part about Annihilation.
So for, when they were doing the pre-production and stuff, for them to stray so far from that design, that's why fans didn't like it. It was too different.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a big concern for fans. The whole adaptation sort of curse is that we are worried that things are going to be changed too much. If we're already starting off with the logo itself being completely different from what we were expecting, that's already a concern. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. So back to HBO Max and Mortal Kombat. The movie is still listed on IMDb as having a January 16th release. And I don't know.
16th? Either way.
16th in the US. So I don't know if that's still the plan because we still haven't received a trailer, but a lot of fans and a lot of our listeners have been asking, when is the movie actually getting released? So there's still, like I said, there still is a January 16th projected release date, but I do think that is going to be pushed back just because of the fact that Dune and Wonder Woman were both pushed back. And I don't think they're going to want to release movies that closely to each other because Mortal Kombat is still going to be a cinematic release when it comes out. That's the big thing to take note here. Like, for example, I myself am going to go see Wonder Woman in theaters because I can buy movie tickets for $5 right now and nobody else goes to the movies. So I'm going to have an empty movie theater to watch Wonder Woman. And, there's a lot of people, you can kind of take advantage of that right now if you're, willing to go out into the world and see a movie. But if you don't want to leave the house, you don't have to. And I think that's a pretty cool thing that Warner Brothers is introducing.
Yeah, I think this relates to what we said on a previous episode with Mr. Midnight Owl about how we believe that they should sort of handle the release. And I think that this is a great way to do things. I leave it up to the people whether or not they'd like to actually take that risk and go into the cinema or watch it at home in the comfort of their homes. And I myself would prefer the latter. Although I would like to contribute to the actual earnings of the movie, I would rather not take the risk right now, right? So it's still a great balance between the two. The choice is what we wanted, basically, or what I wanted, sorry.
Yeah, and you know what? There's also the question right now of how this movie is going to be released. As we saw with Mulan on Disney Plus, they charge an extra premium on top of your monthly membership. HBO Max hasn't done that so far. Everything that they've released, they've kept it for your base price. So we're going to see here with Wonder Woman if they're actually going to be raising those prices on their releases, because there are a lot of exclusives coming on HBO Max, like Wonder Woman, Dune, Mortal Kombat, even the Justice League Snyder Cut. So I'm curious to see, is HBO Max going to take advantage of this and try to make even more money? Are they going to get greedy with it? Or are they just going to track numbers on HBO Max for what people are interested in and then use that to determine their future funding for movies?
Yeah, I'm curious to see the long-term effects of this decision, really. But I'm happy with it.
It's going to be huge.
Yeah, that's the thing. This is going to really change everything, I feel. It's a good start. But let's see how it ends up.
And, previously when some other studios have said that they're going to streaming options, like I think it was Paramount Pictures released Trolls just for their online streaming services like Amazon Prime. The movie theater industry threw a fit, and there is a certain ecosystem like cohabitation between the movie industry and between movies. And they basically blacklisted Paramount Pictures from ever being in a movie theater again because of that decision.
Wow.
Yeah. And so Paramount actually had to come out and make a statement and apologize and state that they weren't going to do that again. So with Warner Brothers taking this action, I kind of feel like they're not going to get blacklisted the same way the Paramount did, because they're still doing cinematic releases. They're still trying to support the movie industry. And at this point, they don't really have a choice but to go to streaming at the same time, because they're just going to lose money, as we've seen with Tenet.
Yeah, which is a shame.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Now, I mean, before we get into the new character, I sent you a screenshot of what I think was from the HBO website itself, of saying the sort of like a plot synopsis of the Mortal Kombat movie and the stars. Now, this was interesting to me because I'm not sure if you read the entire thing, but this is the summary of the movie. Mortal Kombat, which is based on the video game of the same name, marks the third installment in the successful film franchise. The latest Mortal Kombat movie follows Shaolin monk Liu Kang, Ludi Lin, who is invited to compete in the Intergalactic Martial Arts Tournament.
You know, this is throwbacks or callbacks to what CC Stringer said a long time ago and got in a lot of hot water with her fans for, when she said, she basically said something like, "I'm so excited to be dressing up as this alien," or something like that. And fans freaked out and said, "Melina's not an alien. What is wrong with this new movie?" And she later kind of rolled back on it a little bit and said something like, "Well, you know, she's not from this Earth, so she is an alien technically." But she never went out and said, "Oh, I didn't mean outer space alien." As far as I know, that's not what she said. So are we getting a space opera?
I mean, I'm not actually sure if this was from the HBO website. I can't remember. I think I had the link somewhere, but I remember reading this and thinking, what? Because forget the intergalactic part. The latest Mortal Kombat movie follows Shaolin monk Liu Kang.
Oh, and everything we've heard from so far from our script leaker, Mr. Midnight Owl, has indicated that's not who we're going to be following. Like, we're barely even going to see Ludi Lin throughout the movie.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as we've kind of stated in the past, the script could have been rewritten a lot since the scripts that Mr. Midnight Owl had received. But I mean, if the core of what we have already heard is going to be there, then this is not the case. So I kind of take this myself as, you know, just a type up. They gave somebody a quick synopsis and they punched it up to make it sound good.
Oh yeah, this is if anything, it just sounds like they are going off of the old movie and then don't realize that it's not supposed to be intergalactic.
Yeah. Well, like, they're like, well, Earth realm, I guess that means Earth, and Nether realm, I guess that's the planet Nether, so it's intergalactic.
I really need to find the source of this. If I find it, I will put it in the description and let you guys know whether or not it was official or not.
Oh, I hope it's not.
This is hilarious. I really hope it's not. Yeah.
So yeah, in other news, looks like we have been casted, or a new casting choice has finally been released for the upcoming Mortal Kombat movie.
The post was linked to me and it's sort of translated, but what it states is that the IMDb film industry has published that New Zealand actor Daniel Nilsson will be playing Kabal in the upcoming Mortal Kombat film.
Yeah, that's right. So his IMDb page has been updated to include Mortal Kombat now.
Okay. Now, on top of that, it says that there's still rumors of Shao Kahn, Reptile, Kabal, and others. So, yeah. I mean, this seems legit because, you know, based on our conversation with our script leaker, it kind of fits. But at the same time, I can't remember exactly what was said regarding Kabal.
I don't remember, but I do know in one of the original script images that were released a long time ago, didn't they have a Kabal scene that they discussed?
Yes.
And I think this was way back, I think even when Kevin Tancherian was still like part of this project, there was a page that had Kabal interacting with Jax and Kano. So I don't know. I honestly think what we're going to get is like a short little battle scene with Kabal. Just everything that we discussed with Mr. Midnight Owl. I think chances are that it's going to be a short little fight, kind of one of their outworld nemesis that they're fighting with, and it's just going to end up with a fatality on Kabal. Yeah,
despite him being from Earthrealm.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, either way, it's cool to know that Kabal is possibly making it in. To have this sort of, I guess, rumored confirmation. But yeah, no, this is cool.
What I'm really worried about is that they're going to have the character introduced and, you know, they're going to be like, oh, he's too fast, we can't fight him. and then they'll think of some clever way to trip him and have him fall on a spike or something like that.
Yeah, no, now that you said it, that's literally what's going to happen, I'm sure. if he turns up while like Sub-Zero is there or something, they'll make it in a way where Sub-Zero freezes the ground and Kabal accidentally runs on it and slips.
Right.
Or if this is with Jax, I'm just like spitballing now, but if he's running, Jax just puts out his arm and clotheslines him as he's running past or some crap.
That's gonna be it. No, I mean, from what we've heard, the fight scenes and the fatalities and stuff are going to be pretty gruesome. So I'm hoping that's not going to be the case. But, you know, this is Hollywood we're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest concern every time I hear that this is going to be gruesome and blah, blah, is Mortal Kombat to me is not just about being gruesome, you know? If this is the main aspect that they're focusing on, I'm worried that they're forgetting the other aspects.
He's going to fall on a spike and it'll go in his eye and he'll be like, oh, but it's still the same setup.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see how it goes. I'm curious to see how this ends up.
So a few things to take note of with Daniel Nelson. I mean, he's been in a lot of things. He was in the newest Pirates of the Caribbean movie. He is in the upcoming Godzilla vs. Kong, and then a bunch of different shorts and stuff. But he is mostly a stunt performer. Good. And we discussed this previously also with Nitara going to be in the movie. The actress that's playing Nitara is also a stunt performer. So I do think this is going to be another one-off character just for like a quick battle, just to showcase the fights and the gore. But there's not going to be any kind of development with that character. So that's just my own opinion. This is nothing official. That's just what I think we're going to see with this movie.
I am happy that they're apparently using so many stunt actors for these sorts of roles. I also do hope, though, that they actually get some form of, like, the character gets elaborated on, you know what I mean? Like, yes, they're a stunt actor, but does that mean that they can't actually act as well? You know, it's going to depend on the actor themselves. So I'm curious to see what they can and do with them.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not expecting much, but I'm hoping for the best. I say that every time, but yeah. All right. So, Yani, are you going to get HBO Max now?
I'll look into it, but that's definitely on my list now.
Yeah, I am excited. I'm going to watch it in theaters anyways, though. Just like I said, I want to contribute to the movie as much as possible. Yeah. And then if it's good, I'll rewatch it on HBO Max, or I might just watch it on HBO Max anyways, because I want to see more Mortal Kombat. And I feel like this is a big, crucial moment for the franchise.
Yes, I mean, I'm with you. Even if I don't attend the cinema, you know what I could do to show my support?
Buy
a ticket and don't turn up.
That's true. That's really true.
I mean, I'm still giving back to the series, but I'm watching it at home. Technically, I've really earned my right to watch the movie that way.
Yeah. I don't know how things are there, but here, if you go see a movie, you cannot buy tickets within 6 feet of the other people at the theater. And then you have to wear a mask the entire time you're in the movie theater. So they do have some social distancing practices in place. And then they say that they do disinfect the entire theater after each showing. I don't know how well they disinfect it because I'm, of course, not there with the cleaning staff. But
what? It's just for me, the snacks are so important, and I don't want to be eating stuff like that, you know, in a place where I'm not sure it's been sanitized properly or desanitized properly. I mean, the one thing that you could do is wear like a Kabal mask and just have some popcorn inside. So all you need to do is lean back.
and a Kabal trench coat, so yes. You can put your candy bars in there.
Just leave the hook swords at home, okay? No, but seriously, if you're gonna go and watch this movie in the cinemas or whatever, if you have one, wear a Mortal Kombat mask.
Yes, do it. And send us a picture. You can tweet us at Realmcast.
Yes,
we'd love to see it.
I want to see this.
So the last bit of news we have for this week is our second Sonya Blade. Kerri Hoskins has reprised her role as Sonya Blade. She was 25, I believe, when she originally played Sonya Blade in Mortal Kombat 3. And of course, she wore that skin tight green white leotard thing. And like I've said previously, Kerri Hoskins is my favorite Sonya Blade.
Same. Yeah.
So now, being 25 years later, she's around 50. And she recently did a photo shoot wearing the exact same outfit.
I don't believe that. I don't believe it. No, she looks exactly the same.
She does. She hasn't changed a bit. It's wonderful.
Yeah. No, seriously, this was, I was so surprised to see it, and I'm so happy she did this. It's amazing.
I am too. I wish, of course we have all the guys that hang out Galloping Ghost, like the original Mortal Kombat cast, and they'll sometimes dress up in their original outfits, but I love seeing it no matter who does it. Like it's awesome.
Yeah.
Because even if Kerri had to age during this time, which she didn't, she looks 25, but if she had changed at all, it would have been great to see, an older, more refined Sonya Blade. But instead, we got sexy Sonya Blade, and it's the same Sonya Blade as it was previously.
This is Sonya. This is Sonya to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm looking at the picture right now, and I genuinely cannot believe that it's been 25 years.
Oh, I know. It doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
So she looks younger than me, to be honest.
She looks younger than me. No, but this is great. I was so happy to see this picture. I think she looks amazing in the outfit. I think that this is Sonya to me. I would really, really, really hope that we get this sort of skin, like the same treatment that we got with the movie Sonya. I would love to see this happen with MK3 Sonya.
Oh my gosh, I wish they would do that. I wish they would get all the original actors to make a skin for themselves.
Yes, and even the voices. I don't care. At this point. Actually, you know what? I have to be careful with that, because that could be dangerous. Maybe if they don't have any voice acting.
We could get another.
Yeah. I might take that back, but I would at least love the skin. The problem is, I don't want her voice. I don't want her to be voiced by Rhonda. As bad as that sounds.
Oh yeah, especially in that skin. We don't want Rhonda to.
Yeah, like. Give it to Bridget.
Yeah. So let's not forget to give a quick shout out to Thomas Duggett Photography. He's the one that shot this for her, and we'll leave a link to him also down below in our show notes. But thank you, Thomas, and thank you, Kerri. This is a great little gift to the fans. So
yeah. Really appreciate this. It's so nice to see. Thank you. So thanks for joining us for this Tarkatan Bitesize episode. As we said at the start, it's a bit different. So we've gone through multiple topics. Let us know, which topic did you find the most interesting? Were you happy with Mortal Kombat Ultimate? Who was your favorite in the end, now that you've gotten a chance to play them? What do you think of Kerri reprising her Sonya outfit? What do you think of McFarlane Toys? Are you interested at all? Are you going to get that Noob Saibot? Because I think I definitely will if I see it. And what do you think of the movie? Are you happy, firstly, with Kabal's possible choice? Are you happy with how they're going to be releasing the movie? Let us know if you're going to go to the cinema, if you're going to watch it at home.
And guys, keep in mind too, we do read all your comments. We don't always reply to everything, but we read everything that gets posted. So we love seeing you guys interact with us, and we like talking to you. So yeah, please leave a comment and let us know if you like this new format that we're trying, or if you want us to go back to the individual episodes for the Tarkatan Bites.
Cool. So yeah, let us know what you think, and we'll be continuing doing Tarkatan Bitesize episodes weekly, unless you all make it very clear you'd prefer the old version. So thank you. Please like, follow, subscribe to stay up to date, and we'll see you next time.